overall, you don't pull no gun on nobody. Now, what if they'd have put a gun on her and then shot her and killed her? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How are you today? I hope that your day is going fine. If not, I hope tomorrow gets better. I want to thank you all so much for giving me the time of the day, checking out this videos. Don't leave. Stay here. Stay with me. Don't go nowhere. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I ask that you go ahead and subscribe. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. And if you feel like you have something to say, feel free to drop it in the comment section. Now, today we're going to talk about the ultimate Karen. This is the ultimate Karen. A couple went to a campground and Karen pulled out the heater. Yeah, she pulled out the burner. Yeah, if you don't know what I'm talking about, she pulled out a gun. Let's get into it.
You know, and so I felt it. I felt the heat from it. I felt it in her eyes. I knew exactly what it was.
Jessica Richardson says she and her husband were looking to spend the holiday weekend picnicking with their dog, possibly even renting a cabin. She says they Googled a nearby Campgrounds of America location and decided to drive there. And that's when things took a turn for the worse.
She jumped out, and the gun was pointed at me, my husband, and our dog. It was just pointing at us. And one finger was on the trigger. The other finger was on the, I always forget the
on the lever.
On the lever of the revolver.
Richardson says that's when she pulled out her cell phone. The woman holding the gun identified herself as the property manager, but her choice of words were less than professional.
She was just like, get, you don't belong here, you don't belong here, you don't belong here.
Richardson says the confrontation was shocking.
Time stopped, everything stopped.
Yeah, I was confused with what was going on.
Right.
I mean, we ain't like we were posed to threat to anybody. We're out there walking our dog. I mean,
Right.
There's nothing harmful about that.
The fact that she used get like we were a dog. You know, you say get to a stray dog that's on your porch. Mm-hmm. And that get got to me more than you don't belong here.
On the way out, they spoke to another campground employee outside of the office who turned out to be the woman's husband.
So I get out, start talking to him, and he says, first thing he says, oh no, you don't need a reservation for the lake. And then she pulls up, when she flies pulling up, hops out the car, and then proceeded to yell at my wife.
Get in the car, get in the car.
Yeah, you get in the car, you need to get back in the car, and like cussing her out, and she's not even saying anything.
With signs at the front entrance and two different stories from employees, the Richardsons were confused, horrified, and disappointed. The Army National Guard sergeant recently returned home from a 9-month deployment in the Middle East.
It's kind of crazy. You go over there, don't have a gun pointed at you, and come back here, and the first thing happens, you have a gun pointed at you. I mean, it's kind of crazy to think about.
Now, that's crazy. I feel like it's a lot missing to this story. I wonder if this is real news. I guess so is CBS. I don't know. It's just something is weird about this story. Not the fact that it's a couple who went to a campground. It feels like something is missing. Not that they're not telling the truth, but it just feels like I'm missing something. But I do believe that it's people out there that are racist people that see black people and don't want them on their property or in their area. I do believe that. I actually believe that. Not saying like that they're exaggerating, because you clearly see this lady had a gun. But it's 2022. I don't know when this story happened, but why do people just hate to see other people? Preferably black people. Why? What boils your blood so bad to see a black person in your area? Now, the thing that get me is when the girl said, she said, get. That would have bothered me too. Not so much that you don't belong here. And I don't even like that statement that you don't belong here. Why don't I belong here? Now, I see if I'm on your property and it's private property, you have signs posted, and this is your home. This is your property. You have a gate around your property, and I'm on your property, and I'm there. Yes, I don't belong there. I have no business being on your property. But if it's a campground, now, I will say this. I don't know a lot of black people that camp. Now, honestly, I would go camping, but my family too scared to go camping. We saw a bear in our yard, and that was it. They didn't even want to go outside. But I don't know a lot of black people that camp. But maybe they're different. Maybe they want to go out and explore. Maybe they want to try something new. Who's to say that these people can't go camping? Now, luckily, there were no children involved because that would have been bad. But what gives this lady the audacity to pull a gun out? What happened? I want to know what transpired, what words were said. Now, maybe this lady had I don't know. I don't know why she did what she did, but she was wrong. Especially if they didn't pose a threat, if they didn't do nothing. But you know what, too? That's why I don't want to go to certain places. I don't want to go to certain places because, you know what? I know you don't want me there. And because you don't want me there, I don't even want to be there. I know I can go, but I don't want to go. I'm not going to spend my money at your establishment if you feel like my money is different than anyone else's money. I don't want to go. She needs charges brought up against her. Why would you pull a gun on somebody if they didn't threaten your life, if they didn't try to harm you, if they didn't threaten to harm you? Why would you pull a gun? Why? Just why? And for me, it sounded like the husband was on a different page. You know, I just feel like it's a lot missing to this story. And me, naturally, I want more context because it feel like something is missing. But overall, you don't pull no gun on nobody. Now, what if they had to put a gun on her and then shot her and killed her? In my mind, I got every right to because you put the gun on me first and you was pointing it. Then, as soon as she pulled the trigger, oh, it was an accident. And you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I think that I feel like something is missing because there's so much surveillance everywhere. It's video surveillance everywhere. Just like in the Ahmaud Arbery case, you know, if it wasn't for that person recording, that case probably would not have went as it went. And they didn't have no other footage except for what they presented. So if you don't have no other evidence, who's to know what happened? And I think that's why I feel like something is missing because I don't see the full story or I didn't see what steps led to this. But overall, man, that lady, she got problems. She got problems. I believe that she targeted them because they were black. And it's crazy that we're still saying this in the 2000s and 20s. It's crazy that we're still saying this stuff. And like racism ain't gonna die because people breed it. People breed it. Regardless. If somebody don't like something, they teach it to their kids and now their kids infected with it. I just don't get it. I don't get hatred. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Why we hate each other so much? I don't know. I just hope that this case or this situation don't happen to nobody else. And thankfully, nobody was hurt. No one was harmed. But this lady need to be charged. I really feel like she need to be charged because what happened to the next people that come there? They might not be as fortunate as this couple, you know? And this guy served time in the military. He served our country. Did she even know that? But I guess it don't matter. I don't know. Drop your comments. Let me know what you think. Until the next time. Peace.